Hey there, it's Empress Shoshana, and welcome to my channel. So, what are we talking about today? I have no idea. I just turned on the camera and I was like, what, guys, what do you have for me to share today? Oh, I just heard live in the light. Live in the light. So last week, I talked about one of my favorite books. Well, one of the Four Agreements from by Don Miguel Ruiz. And the first agreement is be impeccable with your word. And living in the light, being impeccable with your word, if you didn't see last week's video, is about using your words internally and externally to create the life that you actually want. It's about speaking positively about yourself, not allowing yourself to go on tirades, negative tirades about yourself, or to be gossiping about other people, because your word is your bond. Your word is how you create in this life. Your word is how you manifest what you want. It's how you can create an amazing life, but it's also how you can create a life of discomfort by using your word. And so when we're living in the light, it doesn't mean that there won't be days where things aren't going well. It's about focusing more so on the things that are going well, focusing on doing your absolute best. It's really about focusing about doing your absolute best. Some days your best is better than others, depending on how you feel, depending on your knowledge or whatever. And you know what? We slip up. But not allowing that to stop you from being your best self. The light is not about being up in the I'm going to say in the ethereals. I don't know if I'm using that word correctly, but it's not about being all up in the spiritual all the time. That's not what it means being in the light. So what does it mean? It means being your best self. It's being your best self at all times. It doesn't mean that we walk around pretending that everything is fine when things are when things are in the natural going to crap. It is really about doing the best you can. That's really what keeps coming up. I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean? It's like living in the light is doing the best that you can in every and each moment and giving yourself grace and knowing that sometimes you're going to slip up. Sometimes you're not going to do the best thing. You're not going to make the best decisions. And just giving yourself grace for that. Forgiving yourself for being human, forgiving yourself for not being perfect in every single moment. Tangent, I don't know if you guys saw that, but I just saw a thumbs up go up on my screen and I didn't touch anything. Maybe that was spirit telling me I got it right and that's what it meant. It is about giving yourself grace. It is about doing the best that you can. It is about giving yourself grace in those moments. It's not about condemning yourself. It's not about making yourself wrong. It's not about making anybody else wrong. Just continue to do the best that you can in every moment. That's all it keeps coming to. Do the best that you can in every single moment. And that's living in the light, doing the best, and when you find out that you've slipped up or you find out that you didn't do your best or you slipped up, do better next time. Make a better choice next time. They're saying that living in the light is not some difficult thing. It's not about walking around with your oracle cards or your decks or your oils and just being so feeling high and mighty and like, oh, I'm so enlightened. That's not living in the light. Not by the way that they're giving it to me. It's about, yeah. Okay, I'm all right. You guys are repeating yourselves because maybe you don't believe. It's about just doing your best in every moment. That's the message that they have that they keep seeing on repeat. It's about doing the best you can every moment and allowing yourself the grace to some days not to have made the best, to make the best choice in that moment, but then forgiving yourself to be like, you know what, that could have been a better moment. And knowing that you can give yourself grace for those moments where you feel that you didn't make the best choice. Yeah, that's all I got. They just keep saying it over and over and over again. Over and over and over again. Living the light, making the best choice in every moment. Okay. So go out there, live in the light by making the best choice that you can in each moment, giving yourself grace when you look back and say, that wasn't, I could have made a better choice. And knowing that you can always learn from it and make a better choice the next time in a similar situation. Don't harp on it. Give yourself grace. And know that you are worthy, you're deserving, and you're safe with yourself. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe.